My voice is broken, but that doesn't really stop me from giving you some quick information on the newest Dune Awakening developer blog we just got, because we got a lot of plans on the business model, system requirements, and the post-launch plans. Now, to make this very clear, if you're wondering how much the game will cost on release, we do not know till March 24th. That's the day the pre-orders will start, and that's when they will tell us how much the game will cost. And there will also be multiple different editions with different price structures. My guess will be the standard price for the game will be $60. But wait a minute, Mo, $60? Isn't this an early access game? Would they really dare to ask $60 for an early access game? Well, that's the first very important information they gave us, and that is that the game will not start in early access. This is the full launch. Now, of course, does it mean that there will be no further updates? There will be no problems, yada, yada, yada? No, of course not. But yes, they are considering this the 1.0 launch. That will, of course, happening on the May 20th when the game officially releases. But they also already made it clear that there will be editions you can buy to get a 5-day early access, which means you can then start on May 15. This is how they set themselves. They can manage the server load better. And of course, if people want to start on a new server on release, they will open up new servers for those people as well. Also very important, the game will not have a subscription, and the game will continue to expand through free updates, bring new content, features, and quality of life improvements. And those updates with new content, new regions, new enemies, new things to do, new items, and so on and so forth, they will be free. Now, with that said, there will be optional paid DLCs, and those optional paid DLCs will also release at the same time when those big expansion updates are coming out for free. So you get the content for free, and then they will probably throw like a lot of building skins and weapon skins and item skins and whatnot at you. That's normally how they are doing it. Another very important thing is they have revealed the official system requirements. You can now see on the screen, but let me read this to you very quickly. The minimum requirement is an Intel Core i5 7400 or an AMD Ryzen 3 1200, which is very, very low. 16 GB of RAM, a GeForce GTX 1060, or Radeon 5600 XT, and 60 GB available space. They do recommend, though, an Intel Core i7 10700K or Ryzen 5 2600X, which is also still very low. 16 GB of RAM, that hasn't changed. A GeForce GTX 3070 with 8 GB, or an AMD Radeon 6700 XT and 75 GB available space. That is for 4040p 60 FPS. If you want to play this on 4K and 60 FPS, you will need an Intel Core i7 11700K or Ryzen 7 5800X. Still 16 GB of RAM, which is interesting. A GeForce 4070 or Radeon RX 7800 XT. And they do want you to have an SSD for this game. They will also offer NVIDIA DLSS 4, AMD FSR on the newest version, which probably means also 4, Intel's XeSS2, and those are the important information. And then there will be tons of things you can also do in the settings. If you want to see more of the game, then on Monday, when also the pre-orders are starting, they will do a developer stream at 6 p.m. Central European Time. That is 1 p.m. EST and 11 a.m. Pacific Time. And then you figure out the other time zones, I'm sure of it. And with that said, I will end the video here because my voice is completely dying, as you can hear right now. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video nonetheless and you found it helpful, please consider to leave a like. And also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more Dune videos, which will definitely come the closer we are getting to the release, then I would appreciate if you might subscribe to the channel. With that said, have a good one, stay safe, bye bye.